Good afternoon and welcome one and all. You join us for this T20 between the Hyderabad Phoenix and the Delhi Demons. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the one and only Lord Gower.
Hi others, looking forward to this one. I've been down pitch side to look at the conditions. And it's a tough call for whoever wins the toss, but there's a bit of dust on top which might favour batting first. There's a bit of cloud around, but I'd say we're set for a full day's play though.
Great work, David. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Certainly a coin toss to win. You'd have batted every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Certainly feels like there's a lot of runs in the wicket.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Great shot through the gap.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Going with pace now.
Right armour is coming into the attack.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Yeah.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Out!
Yeah.
Caught!
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we were moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
End of the over. The Sunrisers are 1 for 33. Start from the north end.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Got all of it, and for 6.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going, and they're hitting sixes.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yeah.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Keeper. Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. No. Yep. Yep.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
9 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 1 for 62.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep. Yep.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep. No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are 1 for 74. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Head got it into the gap and the ball did the rest. Brilliant shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
Solid partnership. 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Blocks that ball out of the way with the pad.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Pads that away.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Yep. Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yeah.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep. No!
There'll be one run here for them. 8 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 1 for 99. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Patel shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yeah.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
111.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yeah.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep. Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Yeah.
Super piece of timing.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Thrust the pad at it. Big shout.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keep us in.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yeah.
Right out of the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yeah.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Brilliant shot, that.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Head has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
End of the over. The Sunrisers are 2 for 144. A new bowler is coming into the attack. This is everything.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Bowled him. Beauty. Absolute beauty.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Good return, back from the deep. And with that, they're off the mark.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
No.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are 3 for 148. Patel from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowler.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Finds the edge. Caught. Gone.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Verma, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
These two are so quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky.
The Sunrisers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Edged it. Loud appeal. And gone straight to the keeper.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep. Keeper.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yep. No. Yes. Keeper.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Keeper's ball.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Yep.
This could be trouble.
Yes.
That's out. Caught.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Good shot. It's found the gap.
Bowler. Yep.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Yep.
Patel gets off the mark.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Yep.
There's a chance if this hits.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Ball there. No, no, no.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep. No.
They would have been struggling to get back for another. A good call of no.
Yep. Yep. Keeper.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Yep. Go!
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had continued on.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Cummins shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Yep. No.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Chance!
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep. Keeper.
3 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 7 for 186.
Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Now 8 for 186. The new batsman hitting out to the crease.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yes. No.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yes.
Capitals found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
Norn!
Keeper.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be two there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Cummins shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Drives and misses everything.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Yep.
High in the air. This should be an easy chance. Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.